Welcome everyone, this is Umar Farooq from Off-White Studio. So in our last tutorial we have learned a basic about Figma. We have learned how we can download, and also of course if you use computer you know how to install a basic application. And if you don't want to install it, you can also use it as online in your web browser. Basically offline application, if you download a desktop application, it also is online. When you use it without internet you cannot use it, but it is I think better than using online. Sometimes if you don't have internet you can also use it as offline. When you will be connected back to your internet connection, then all the things will be synchronized automatically. So in our last tutorial I have introduced you a little bit about Figma and also the top bar of the Figma. So in our this lesson we will start exploring the left sidebar of the Figma or left panel of the Figma application. So without wasting your time, let's start it. I am deleting previous image. So when you first open your Figma application, you will see a left panel right here on the left side of your Figma, and it has two options, one asset and one layers, and also third one page. Currently I am on page 1, so it is showing you page 1. When you click on that, you can rename it by double clicking on that, like main page, and also by clicking on plus button, and also you can see a tooltip, add new page. you when you press it, and you can create a next page, another page, and by default title will be page 2 because this is page 2, and you can also rename it like second page. And when you click on that, you can switch between two pages, and on top right of left panel you will see current page title. And let's say I want to add something on my main page. Let's add a rectangle. Okay, when you click on that, you will hide the pages and a left layers panel will appear. So from the left panel you will see the layers you are adding in your canvas. Let's say this is rectangle 1, this is rectangle 2, and you can also select manually by clicking on the names of your rectangle. And if you click on a specific layer from canvas, you will see, you will select, or the rectangle you selected will be highlighted on your left panel. And also let's say if you want to group both layers, you can also group them by clicking right click of your mouse and selecting group selection, or pressing Ctrl G from the keyboard. And also same thing on the layers panel. When you right click on that, and you will see a new group appears on the layers panel, and you will click on the left arrow button, the group will be expanded. And when you double click on the group name, you will rename it, and right click, and also you can rename it Control R, or selecting the menu of rename. Let's say layers group. And also when you expand it, you can also rename individual layer, rectangle, top rectangle, and also bottom rectangle. Okay, let's say I want to change the color, and when I overlap both layers, you will see bottom layer is appearing first and top layer appearing below the bottom layer. You can also set the order by dragging the layers from layers panel. Now you can see our this layer is on top and this is on bottom. Okay, you can do this by selecting the layer and right click, and also you can move it, move to front or move to back. When you select move to back, it will goes back. And you can also see on the left side of the layers panel, it is also on the top bottom of the layer stack. Okay, now make it on the top, and also you can create another layer. Let's say you will see that your layers panel is also updated. This layer is outside of your group, so if you want to make insert the third layer into your current group, you can also drag it on the group. It will put on the top of the group stack, or you want to add it in specific position or order of your stack, you will see by dragging you can put it in specific order. Let's say I want to send it backward, you can do that, or by pressing left or right square bracket you can send them backward and front. Okay, and also you can lock your specific layer. Let's say you are done with this layer, so when you click on the lock icon, your layer will be locked. You cannot move it further. Okay, and also you can lock your group as well. You cannot move it, but individual layer will be moved. No, this is not moved. Okay, unlock the group, and also unlock this. Let's say for some time you want to hide a specific layer like this, and when you mouse over your current selected layer, you will see a eye icon. When you click on that, you will see your layer is gone, and when you click it again, your layer is now visible. You can also control the visibility of the layers from layers panel. Okay, from the assets panel you can also use your assets which you have created for reuse. We will discuss the components later, but let's say for example I want you want this group, you want to use this group in another page or in another asset, in another canvas or another screen. So you can do that by creating this group as component. You can right click and create component, or control alt K shortcut, or simply here is a shortcut on the top toolbar of your Figma top panel. As we discussed in our last lecture, you can click on that. When you click on that, it will be treated as a component. You can rename it like my layers component. Okay, so now when you click on the assets, you will see your local component is appeared. It means you can reuse this component anywhere in your current file. Let's say I want to use this component on second page. click on second page and move your layer from the assets panel, and you can see your this uh, mm, component is here. Now go back to main panel, main page, or right click on the component and click on go to main component. This will move you to main component, and let's say you want to change the color of your this layer. Okay, when you change the color of your layer, you will see in second page your color of all the layers or components is updated as the main component. So this is very good thing. Sometimes you need to reuse one component in more than one files, so you can do it. And let's say you want to change one component, all the components will be updated automatically. So this is very good tool of reusing your components. So let's say I want to let me give you another example of components a little bit to explore more. Let's say I want to create a button, press me. Okay, and okay, let's say 116 pixel of font size, and okay, let's say make it a little bit blue, and the color will be white of the text. Okay, border radius 5 pixel. This is our basic button, and let's say I name it btn dash primary. Okay, so let me create it as component. This is our component, we want to reuse it. So let's say I want to use it here. Okay, so let's say this is our login button, so I am renaming it login. So you can see everywhere in your application this button is renamed. And let's say you want to use you can also press holding alt and drag your layer. You can duplicate, or simply pressing Ctrl D from the keyboard you can also duplicate your layer. And let's say I want to rename it, sorry, change the color of our this button. Let's say this, and I want to rename it to delete. And let's say if I change the color purple, and you can see our this instance of component is not updated because we have updated the child component. So the child component maintains their attributes which we have updated, like background color properties and also the text of the color. So if you want to restore its original style that is inherited from the parent component, so you can do that by right click and also click on reset all changes. So you can see that it is reset, and it have got their initial value from the parent component. So this was, I think, enough for the left panel and also a little example of the login button. So I hope you got all the things about left panel, and also switching between pages, and a little example of the components. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please thumbs up this video, and don't forget to subscribe our channel for more updates. So we shall meet in our next tutorial. Till that, uh, it is enough for this lecture. Bye.